Cowboys football now, and something I didn't see coming. They lost this week.
Nobody saw this coming.
The 6-2 Cowboys, who are the most prolific offense at home, scoring 40 points a game at home, just dominating anyone who comes into that stadium, got dominated by the 500 Denver Broncos, whose they sent away their best defensive player, Von Miller, and their defense still dominated the Cowboys offense.
And you had Dak Prescott back.
Yeah, after using a Chippewa.
Cooper Rush.
We got Dak Prescott back, and he looked off. He looked like he had an extra couple weeks off between. You talk about he really hasn't played football in 3 weeks because they had a bye week coming off the injury. So he looked like he hadn't played in a while. He looked like someone might look like in the first game of the season, and then started hitting his targets way later in the game. That included 2 garbage touchdowns to take a 30-0 shutout to 30-16, but
30-0 at one.
It was
point.
It was 30-0.
Shocking.
30-0 with like 7 minutes to go before they finally.
How'd you give up 30 points to those fuckers?
Well, there was some bizarreness. There were turnovers, but the real pivotal moment of the game is it's 19-0 at half, and the Cowboys defense comes out and they hold the Broncos, and then they put on a block punt and they block the punt. Everything's looking great. Cowboys have the ball on what looks to be the Denver 30-yard line. This is how the third quarter is going to open up. There's the entire third quarter is basically left. The Broncos were going 3 and out. They had just had an incomplete pass, so the clock had been stopped. There was like 13 minutes to go in the game in the third quarter. So you're thinking 7 points all the way. It's going to be 19-17. The Cowboys are going to do what they normally do. The Cowboys are a team who definitely really pours it on in the second half, similar to what I was talking about with Notre Dame. It seems to be a similarity in both of my teams, halftime adjustments or whatever. Then the refs are huddled up, and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, no.
So here's an interesting rule in the NFL on a punt. When the punt is blocked, which it was blocked, so to me it's already been touched, but whatever, it's already been touched by the other team. It was touched behind the line of scrimmage. So it's not a live ball yet. What happened is the ball hit the turf and bounced up, and a Cowboy player touched it beyond the line of scrimmage, which then turns it into a live ball as if he were the receiver.
Yeah.
I
was trying to figure that out, but yeah, it's like he's the receiver muffing a punt almost.
Right. Which then led to Denver picking the ball up, running.
You can't advance a muff.
Yeah, which doesn't matter. Which doesn't matter at that point anyway. But he starts running with it. They tackle him, whatever. He's short of the first down. It doesn't matter. It looks like Cowboys football. Yeah, they huddled up. So the Cowboys do not get the ball back. Instead, the Denver has it with a first down, and then keeps the Cowboys defense on the field for like 5.5 minutes on what went from a total tide changing game in the Cowboys direction to a total changing the tide back to the Denver's direction. And that was it. That just punched the Cowboys in the gut.
Well, I think what was it? It was being down 30-0 now. Wouldn't you say? Or
well, it was only 19-0 at that point. When what I'm saying is they get the ball back, it's 19-7 because they're only 20 yards or they're 25 yards from scoring a touchdown at that point. So it just freaking deflated them. The defense couldn't get off the field. There were some, there were a couple penalties that kept them on the field. Nothing erroneous or anything like we're going to talk about in a minute. But it was just really tough. And then they just looked. I mean, we had so many the Cowboys, the Denver definitely won the game. The Cowboys didn't necessarily beat themselves, but the Cowboys did help Denver out a lot. There's another moment like right after Denver came down and kicked the field goal to make it 22 that the Cowboys are driving. It's a key third down. Prescott puts it in the gut of Amari Cooper on what would have been a first down, and he just drops it. Like Amari Cooper never does that. So like the team was just off. So it's a bad week. It's pro football. Yeah. They're 6-2. They're would have to do a lot to lose the division at this point.
Yeah, they're still running away at the division.
Yes. So I'm not terribly worried about it. Atlanta's coming into town this week. Should be a win, but
you never know.
Can't take everything for granted.
NFL.
Any given Sunday.